2 weeks ago, I went down to Miami to visit my friend Sid. It was a great weekend, but I couldn't help thinking that in 10 to 15 years, Sid would have to move because salt water would flood his house every day during high tide. I asked Sid where he would move to, and he said maybe Orlando. Great, I thought, more traffic. But Sid is a human, so he has lots of options. What about animals that live on the coast? In the coming years, will they also move inland to avoid rising sea levels, or will they stay on the coast and try to adapt to the increasing salinity levels? Also, within a species, will coastal populations be better able to adapt to rising sea levels than inland populations? I aim to answer this last question with an iconic Florida species, the American alligator. Alligators that live on the coast experience high salinity levels on a daily basis, while inland alligators will most likely never see salt water in their lives. Does this mean that coastal alligators are better able to adapt to rising sea levels than inland alligators? A previous study exposed alligators to salt water for 1 week and found that the inland alligators would naively drink the salt water while the coastal alligators would not. This signifies that coastal alligators may have some sort of adaptation to the saltwater environment. If so, we could view this at the genetic level. Genes code for proteins which help with cellular processes. When gene expression is turned up or upregulated, more proteins are produced. When gene expression is turned down or downregulated, fewer proteins are produced. Hypothetically, the saltwater environment would select for certain genes to be upregulated and other genes to be downregulated. These gene regulation patterns would be different from that found in the freshwater environment. To test if this is the case, I will take juvenile alligators from both coastal and inland populations and bring them to UCF. After a 2-week freshwater acclimation period, they'll be placed in one of 3 salinity levels: freshwater, medium salt, and high salt for 1 week. After 1 week, the alligators will be euthanized and kidney tissue will be dissected. I'm using the kidney because it is a key organ in balancing water and salt in the body. After lots of lab work and analyses, I'll be able to identify kidney gene regulation patterns in each of the 3 salinity levels. I'll be able to compare that with what has been found in fish that have undergone similar experiments. For example, when a freshwater fish is placed in salt water, they will upregulate a gene that codes for a protein that transports sodium out of the cell. This makes sense because they are in a high salt environment and need to expel excess sodium while conserving water. Coastal alligators may already express this gene at a high level and not need to upregulate it, making them better adapted to saltwater than inland alligators. Overall, I will determine if coastal alligators are better adapted to dealing with rising sea levels than inland alligators, which has broader implications for all freshwater animals that inhabit both coastal and inland habitats. Thank you.